Hey guys, it's Raul again, and today I'll be bringing you guys my TBR for the Read Your E-Reader read-a-thon that is taking place in the month of April. So for those of you who don't know, Read Your E-Reader read-a-thon is a read-a-thon that myself and Janie from Bookworms Buddy came together and created for the month of April. It's basically a very casual read-a-thon that will be taking place throughout the entire month of April. So for those of you who are like me and download ebooks and then forget you have them and then end up getting neglected, this is the perfect read-a-thon for you. It's basically why we created it. It's just all of these books that we kind of have accumulated throughout the year and have just not read because we forget we have them because they're not in physical form. So this is a great opportunity to actually get through some of these books. So these are the books that I'm planning to read in the month of April. Now I also did another announcement video and explaining kind of all of the challenges. There's 13 different challenges, so I will link that video down below if you guys want to get more detail on what all of the challenges are and everything. So I'm just going to mention the books that I'm going to read for this challenge. The first book that I'm reading in the month of April is Vanishing Girls by Lauren Oliver. I'm really not sure what this book is about. I kind of just downloaded it blindly because it was on a daily deal. And the title seemed very intriguing to me. I've never read anything by Lauren Oliver before, so we'll kind of see how this book goes. I've heard some things about it, but not much, so this is definitely a book that I want to get to. The second book that I am reading in the month of April is Stormdancer by J. Kristoff. Now this is a book set in Japan, and I believe our main character is out for revenge. I believe someone killed her father. I'm not sure. I read the synopsis of this book a while ago when I first downloaded this book and it seemed intriguing. Another daily deal for me, so I downloaded it, and it's definitely time that I read this one because I've heard a lot of things about J. Kristoff and his writing, especially the new series that he's come out with, Illuminate, with Amy Kaufman, so definitely going to pick this one up in the month of April. And the next book that I'm planning on reading in the month of April is You by Caroline Kepnes. Now this book is a book that is talked about a lot on BookTube. It is a book that is taking place in second person, and I believe it's through the eyes of a stalker who is kind of watching this woman as she goes on throughout her day-to-day things, and he kind of gets obsessed with this woman. I was supposed to read this book back in October, or wanted to read this book back in October for Halloween, but just never ended up picking it up. So definitely going to pick it up in the month of April. I've heard awesome things. I feel like this is a book that I'm really going to enjoy because I really enjoy kind of creepy reads. And the next book that I'm planning on reading for the month of April for this readathon is TheDarkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. I've heard a lot of mixed things. I know this is a dystopian kind of society where there are kids in concentration camps, but these kids have powers, I believe. So it sounds really interesting. I really enjoy dystopian. I've never read anything by Alexandra Bracken before, so definitely looking forward to picking this one up. And the next book that I'm planning on reading is This Is How You Lose Her by Junot Diaz. I have no idea what this is about. I grabbed this one from my library. I really loved Junot Diaz's other book that I read last year, which ended up being my favorite book of the year, which was The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde. So I've been meaning to pick up more books by Junot Diaz to kind of see if his writing is as good in other books and if it's as intriguing and as gripping as it was for me for that other book. So I'm really excited to get into this one. Like I said, I have absolutely no idea. I just thought it was Junot Diaz. I saw it at the library, I picked it up, so I'm definitely reading this one. And the next book that I will hopefully get to is Life of Pi by Jan Martel. I know this is about a kid who kind of gets stranded on a boat with a tiger. That's all I've really heard about. I've heard amazing things about the book and the movie. I've had this book on my Nook for years now, so it's definitely time for me to read this one. I feel like this is a book that I'm really going to enjoy. I don't know why it's taking me this long to finally read it, but I'm most likely going to end up reading it finally this month. And the last book that I'm planning on reading in April is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me by Mindy Kaling. Now this is a somewhat autobiographical kind of book, which is most likely going to be the book that I read for my Read a Book Out of My Comfort Zone challenge in there. So definitely intrigued about this. I've heard pretty good things about Mindy Kaling and her kind of autobiographical books, so I'm really excited. I really enjoy Mindy Kaling. I hope this is funny because I know that, you know, she tends to be very funny with everything that she does. So I'm excited to get into this one and kind of see if I like this kind of autobiographical kind of writing. So we'll see what happens with this one. So yeah, guys, that is it. As you can tell, there are less than 13 books. There are 13 challenges in this thing, but I picked less than 13. But there are going to be books that I'm going to kind of use for more than one challenge. So like I said, check out that video down below of the announcements and of all the details with all 13 challenges if you would like to do that. If you guys are joining us for this, I would absolutely love to see your TBR videos or blog posts or whatever it may be. If you don't have blogs or videos, just let me know in the comments below what books you guys are planning on reading throughout this read-a-thon. I'm really excited. Like I said, you guys still have time to join in if you guys decide to do it. It takes place throughout all the month of April. Like I said, very casual, so you guys, can plan other things around it and everything. So thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you all next time.